To begin Kirill Kaprizov's career simulation at 24 years old, Kirill is looking to build off his fantastic rookie season. Kaprizov's having a decent season, recording 26 goals and 42 assists for a team-high 68 points. With a very disappointing 41-36-5 record, the Minnesota Wild are going to be missing the playoffs. Heading into this season, Kaprizov's looking to build off what he did last season, while the Wild, they're looking to make it back to the playoffs. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year, and every single sub is greatly appreciated. It was a slower year for Kaprizov this season. He's finishing second on the team in scoring with 20 goals and 34 assists for 54 points. Minnesota did the exact opposite of what I was hoping for. With a 33-45-4 record, they finished dead last in the league. That's tough. That's real tough. No cap, I need everybody on this team to be better this season. We can't be missing the playoffs every year. I'm going to ignore the fact that we finished last in the league last season. This season was much better for Kaprizov, with him scoring a team-high 71 points, consisting of 26 goals and 45 assists. I guess you could say we improved. Minnesota's finishing with a 38-39-5 record for 29th in the league. Nah, but seriously, we gotta turn this around real quick. Expectations for this team have hit an all-time low. You would think it would be impossible for us to do worse. You would be wrong. Kaprizov finished with very similar stats to last season, with 29 goals and 41 helpers. So this happened. 31, 42, and 9. I didn't think it was even possible for us to do worse. I'm actually surprised we weren't dead last though. Columbus is just down bad. I feel bad for them. With 1 year remaining on Kaprizov's contract, I wouldn't be surprised if he left in free agency. This team hasn't left a very good impression with him, and I don't think anything's going to change. For a contract season, Kaprizov probably could have done better, recording only 65 points in 82 games. Nah, but seriously, this is getting ridiculous. 33, 38, and 11. Kaprizov, it's time to pack your bags. We gotta get you out of this dumpster fire. But seriously, how does this team never improve? We've been at the bottom of the league for the past 5 years now. We should have had a top 5 pick for 5 years. How did we not improve? In free agency, Kaprizov is leaving the dumpster fire known as the Minnesota Wild, and he's joined the newly founded Seattle Kraken. There's no way this team could be worse. Hopefully that doesn't backfire on me. Kirill Kaprizov's having the best season of his career, finishing with a career high 37 goals while picking up 42 helpers for 79 points. With a 39, 31, and 12 record, after years of disappointment for Kaprizov, he's made it back to the playoffs with the Kraken. However, his Stanley Cup dreams would be cut short as the Kraken would fall in the second round to the eventual Stanley Cup champions Chicago Blackhawks. It was a solid postseason for Kaprizov as he would finish with 13 points in 13 games. Heading into this season, the Kraken are ready to make the playoffs once again, while Kaprizov, he's ready to have another career season. This definitely wasn't a career season for him, as he would finish with only 68 points, while the Kraken, they would finish with a 37, 43, and 2 record and are missing the playoffs. Definitely not how I thought this season would go. I know this team has the talent to compete, let alone make the playoffs. Seattle's going to bounce back this season, and they're going to make some noise in the playoffs. Kaprizov's going crazy this season, potting 35 goals while picking up 59 helpers for a career high 94 points. This is the type of season I'm expecting from you, my guy. Keep it up. With a 42, 30, and 10 record, the Kraken are back in the playoff picture, and now they're taking on the Calgary Flames in the first round. Sadly, the Flames are going to be too much to handle, and the Kraken are falling in 6 games. So Kaprizov might have had a career year in the regular season, but none of that translated to the playoffs as he recorded only 2 points. I was just talking about how great you were doing, and then you do this. I'm not giving you any more props. Seattle may have made the playoffs last season, but they didn't even put up a fight. I want to see more from this team, especially when it matters most. Once again, Kaprizov is leading the team in points with 82 in 82 games. However, with a 36, 38, and 8 record, Seattle isn't going to be able to get their revenge in the playoffs because they're missing them. So far, this career simulation has been full of a lot of disappointment. It eventually gets better, but not anytime soon. Kirill Kaprizov's taking a bit of a step back this season, recording less than a point a game with 76 in 82 games. I don't even know what the Kraken are doing anymore. They finished with a 32, 41, and 9 record. We have to do better than this. Remember when I said this? There's no way this team could be worse. Boy, was I wrong. Kaprizov's taking another step back, finishing second on the team in scoring with 57 points in 82 games. What are y'all doing? Seriously, 27, 47, and 8? I can't express my disappointment in words. Even Minnesota made the playoffs. They might have been swept in the first round, but that's beside the point. I don't even know what type of expectations to set for this team anymore. No matter what I say, this team still finds a way to underperform. Kaprizov's going to perform better, picking up 36 goals and 38 assists for 74 points. And I guess Seattle's doing better, finishing with a 37, 37, and 8 record. Then again, the bar was set so low, it was almost impossible to do worse. Trust me, one of these seasons coming up, Kaprizov's gonna go crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean crazy. Statistically, Kaprizov's having a very identical season to last year, recording 76 points. With a record of 36, 36, and 10, this is the final year of Seattle being a disappointment. What you are about to witness over the next few years, I can't describe in words. After all the disappointment Kaprizov's been through, it's all led up to this moment. Out of nowhere, Kirill Kaprizov, at 37 years old, is having a career season, potting 49 goals and picking up 69 assists for 118 points. With a record of 49, 29, and 4, the Kraken are back and they're ready to make some noise in the playoffs. Except they won't make noise for long, as the Sharks are taking them out in the first round. Kaprizov was much better in the playoffs this time around, scoring 5 points in 7 games. Even though he isn't winning a Stanley Cup, Kaprizov's taking home some hardware. He's winning the Art Ross, the Hart Trophy, the Lady Byng, and the Ted Lindsay Award. So you might be thinking, last season was just a fluke. They can't do it again. You'd be wrong. It was another great season for Kaprizov, finishing with 40 goals and 45 helpers for 85 points. Seattle's doing even better with a 50, 25, and 7 record, and they're taking on the Kings in the first round. The Kings would be no problem for the Kraken, but they would be stopped in a tough 7-game series versus the Anaheim Ducks. Kaprizov would have another solid postseason run, recording 10 points in 12 games. At 39 years old, what Kaprizov is about to do, I don't think anyone expected. Kirill Kaprizov would have one of the best seasons of his career, scoring 33 goals while picking up a career-high 80 assists for 113 points. But the craziest part about this season was this guy Frederic on our team. I don't even know who this man is, but he just scored 68 goals. The craziness would continue with how this team performed. They finished with a league best 59, 18, and 5 record, and were taking on the Blackhawks in the first round. Chicago would be no issue for the Kraken, however the Oilers are completing a massive upset, taking us down in the second round. Once again, Kaprizov would perform well in the playoffs, scoring 6 goals and 7 assists for 13 points. But just because he didn't win a Stanley Cup doesn't mean Kaprizov's going home empty-handed, as he's going to be taking home the Lady Byng Award. At 40 years old, in what's expected to be Kaprizov's final season, he's looking to do something he's never done before: win a Stanley Cup. He's taken a bit of a step back this season, recording only 72 points, but we also have to remember, he's 40 years old. He probably should be taking a step back, and this couldn't have been planned any better. With a 46, 31, and 5 record, the Kraken are taking on Kaprizov's old team in the first round, the Minnesota Wild. Kaprizov wants some revenge for them wasting his career. Not only did he get revenge against the Wild, but the Kraken have made it all the way to the Stanley Cup final, where they're taking on the Montreal Canadiens. Kaprizov, this is your one and only chance at a cup. Let's make it count. Sadly, in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, Montreal is going to be too strong, and they're ruining the dream for Kaprizov. In his final postseason, Kaprizov did pretty solid, scoring 21 points in 25 games. And at 41 years old, Kirill Kaprizov has decided it's time to call it a career and retire. So if you enjoyed this video, I definitely recommend checking the one out on screen, and if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like and subscribe.